Now that you've decided who is going to send you on your destination wedding, you need to figure out where it is you're going to go. And Judy Macara from Barcello Hotel Group is going to help us out with that.
I sure am. Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for coming in today.
Good. Thank you for having me.
Now,
Appreciate
with
it.
all the planning that there is in a destination wedding and all the choices you can have, how do you help a bride choose?
The world is a big place, right? Normally speaking, what happens is a bride and groom, of course, because it's not all about the bride, right? The groom has a say. They usually know where they're going. They usually have an idea, okay? Because it's not, from yesterday that they started thinking that they wanted to get married. So they usually have an idea of somewhere on the planet they'd like to go. And so, they'll come in. I do a lot of wedding shows. And so they'll talk to me and say, we don't really know where we want to go. Can you help us out? So obviously, I'm going to promote the destinations that we have hotels in, our all-inclusive properties. And for the most part, they're all in Latin America. So we'll start with that. I will tell them as well, as far as budgets are concerned and formalities of the country that they want to get married in or not. Something that is simple. If it's an area that's a little more complex, that might change their decision. So I kind of start with the different destinations that we do sell, and I tell them what might be easier, where they can get better prices. I also ask them as well, what have you envisioned in your head as far as your dream day? And just along those lines.
And that's going to help narrow down to get
It's going to, you want to start big because they have all kinds of information in their head and just kind of funnel it down, right?
So how often does a bride and groom come to you with an idea and then it has to get changed?
You know what? A funny thing, they come with a very good idea of what they'd like. I would probably say maybe less than 1% have no clue, okay? That 1% are probably thinking of getting married in 3-4 years. So the brides and grooms that are planning their wedding within the next 2 years, like now we're looking at 2019, 2020, they usually have a very good idea of where they want to go. They just, what they deal with is, do we get married here? Do we get married at destination? We don't want the whole, complexity of getting married here. It's such a big deal. We don't want to be bothered. And this is what they think, right? So they want a more simple way to get married. And this is where they think that they want a destination wedding, which that's where we come in.
Perfect. And what is it that Barcello Hotel Group they offer?
For the bride and groom? There's different wedding packages that we do offer at our different hotels. So in every single wedding package, there's different offerings. So, I'll give you an example. In one of the wedding packages, there could be a massage for the bride and groom. There could be makeup that's included. There could be dry cleaning or pressing of the bridal gown. So there's just different inclusions with every different wedding package. So it really depends on what they decide to choose.
Are there other things that the travel agent can help a bride and groom with when planning a destination wedding?
Sure. Giving them a realistic view of exactly what's involved as far as cost is versus getting married here and getting married at destination. You're saving a lot of money and you are getting quality. You're getting something that was in your head that you envisioned, a beautiful destination wedding. A wedding today here in Montreal, as an example, you're talking a minimum cost of $25,000. So, and you're obviously not going to be paying for all the guests. So right there, okay, you're saving that money because if you're getting married here, you have to pay for, you have to pay for the venue, you have to pay for everything else.
Like you said, if a bride is picking a budget that accommodates the guests just as much as them, this doesn't have to be their honeymoon location as well.
No. And again, we get that all the time. They'll go to the hotel, they'll have their wedding, they're there for a week, and then they're saying, oh God, I hope nobody stays for another week, right? Because we want to be alone. Well, if you want to save that, just go somewhere else because you will have some guests that will stay for 2 weeks because what they've done is, in order to come to your wedding, they have actually penciled that in as their personal vacation, right? So there is a possibility that you see, Uncle Mark and Aunt Martha on the beach with their 7 kids and whatnot. There is a possibility. So, and again, you want to get married on a fair budget. And then you've always dreamed to go to somewhere more exotic, let's say, for your honeymoon. That happens all the time as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That gives us a lot of options.
Yes.
That's going to help us
yes,
out when booking a
definitely.
destination. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
Thank you so much.
If you need more information, go to the Showcase Wedding website and click on Barcello Hotel Group.